So here with Leonard, who's nice enough to meet with us from Steketee Tools, and we're here in the showroom, and if you could take a moment and just tell us about each tool, what makes it unique from the one next to it.
Yes, you would. Here we have our standard hoeing element with the depth control wheel, and you can adjust the depth very easy for all the knives at the 3 times at the same time. And here we have an L blade and an A blade to cut all the weeds between the 2 blades. This is a perfect system to cut a lot of weeds and work very precise.
Okay.
We also use this a lot with our camera systems.
Okay.
Here we have a system with duck feet, and this is not so precise, but it's a good system when you have very hardened soil.
Okay.
They always go into the soil, and of course the depth control
For
is
the wheel.
standard. For the wheel is standard, and here you see a bigger wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And we can also put the spring on it to get pressure on the element that it will always go into the soil.
Okay. Does it have a bigger wheel just because the element is bigger?
It's bigger because sometimes people have soil which is very hard and they are afraid to get a flat tire.
Okay.
Or the depth control is something better. Then
Okay.
you have a bigger wheel. And here we have an A-share, and it's fitted on a vibro knife holder.
Mm-hmm.
So it will always go into the soil, but it does not move to the right and to the left.
And can you tell us the difference between both this mounting and this knife?
Yes, this is more for vegetables. It's flat share. It's not move a lot of soil.
Okay.
This one is a little bit in an angle and it moves more soil. That's why we have also protection discs here.
And do these vegetable knives work in all types of soil or only in certain types?
In principle, they work in 95% of the soil.
Okay.
And here we have another setup with 3 fixed knives and with protection discs next to it, and the disc will break the soil.
Yeah.
It protects the plants and break the soil.
And can you tell us, I've noticed elsewhere, for example, right here, you have a single large knife
Yes.
that's the same size as these 3 small knives. Why here do you have several knives instead of one big one?
You can adjust the width. When the plants are coming to be bigger, you can put the knives a little bit to each other.
Okay.
So you can adjust it easier.
Okay, and in general, do you prefer many small knives or one big knife? Or
In
does it not
general, I
matter?
prefer 3 small knives.
Okay.
Or 1 bigger knife and 2 smaller knives.
Okay, and they'll move more soil
They,
that way.
they break also the soil, bring more air in the soil and kill more weeds.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
And here we see a special element. It's for on top on a ridge of carrots, and it will break the soil. With the discs you can adjust the height and the angle, and here we have the L blades against it, so you can work very precise on a ridge.
And the leaf lifters on the front are interesting. Could you show us those?
Yes, then we have to walk around.
Okay.
We will not harm the carrots, so we will lift up the leaves, then the leaves are straight, and they are perfect between the discs.
Okay, and these discs here leave the soil right next to
Yes.
the carrots.
And of course we can also adjust the width.
And for something like carrots, what is the closest spacing you would do?
The closest, I think, around 4 centimeters.
Okay. Okay. And these are for spraying herbicides, you said, between the row.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Would that be all right? Could we look at those elements?
Of course. In principle, here we have the same setup, only this is a bigger element than that element here.
Sure.
This is a newer element, and as you can see, we can also put a hydraulic cylinder in this element
Okay.
to get pressure on the element
Yeah.
and to lift it up hydraulically when you are in the corner.
And that can be controlled from the tractor cab?
That can of course be controlled from the tractor, and then you have a section control.
Okay. Here I see 2 different sizes of L knives. Could you tell us what's different about these 2?
This is more for the sandy soil, very light sandy soil,
Okay.
and this for the clay soil.
And why is this blade thicker than this?
This is because it's the clay soil on this one. It has to move a little bit more to kill the weeds.
Okay. Okay.
And when you have sandy soil, it will not come over it. It will roll before the knife.
And we can see here the different mountings you were telling us before, where this bracket allows it to bend forward and backward, but not side to side.
Correct.
And this will move all over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is more precise, and this will go to the right and to the left.
Okay, great. Is there anything else that you'd like to say about any of these tools?
That all the tools are mounted on a profile toolbar, so you can very adjust to the road distance.
Okay, so you're saying right here they can just be slid back
Yeah.
and forth to
Yeah.
whatever spacing.
Yeah.
Okay,
So when you have, for example, here a 6-meter toolbar, you can do all the road distance within the 6 meter.
sure. Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Leonard.
You're welcome.